Hey, here's Joe again, and welcome back to Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, where I assume we're going for the final boss fight of the game, which would be Hela. And I forgot that I saved so far away yesterday when I played this last. So we have to cross the bridge again. I assume we get the talk again of us crossing the bridge. Apparently not.
Look. What? Hela's gate. Hela's gate.
Hela is Dillion's soul. Yes. And that's where we're going.
She can't go there. You've been waiting for. Dillion was sacrificed.
Let's hope I don't fumble too much with the controls. But yesterday went way better than my first big recording session where I screwed up the controls all the time.
What happens when she dies?
What happens to us?
What happens to us?
That's the question.
We die too.
What happens to the voices when we
We'll all
die?
die someday.
I don't want to die.
And when everyone's gone, even the gods will die.
We don't want to die.
I don't want to die.
Senua, stop.
Senua,
Turn back.
Stop. Stop her.
What is that? I can't make sense of that visual.
Stop.
Like there's
Why would she stop?
To die, she won't stop. Stop.
this thing that's lighted from the back through that hole in the wall. What is
I'm
that?
sorry. I didn't ask you to be a part of me. If you don't want to die with me, then leave me alone.
I don't want to die. Please
Oh,
stop.
we have to go through the mirror.
Stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop.
There is nothing to go back to.
We only have each other now. Don't abandon me.
Everyone suffers. They were right about me.
Listen to me, not them.
They are
Hela.
afraid. Like children scared of the dark.
So was I.
They made up monsters to fill the void. That doesn't make them real.
They made them real.
No.
Okay, that's not Hela trying to... I thought for a moment it was Hela trying to distract me.
And let go of the Senua of old. For there lies your weakness, and the darkness will find it.
Please come back, she says. I won't. We're going to Hela.
It's not like the old stories, is it? The noble warrior facing evil in search of victory and honor. Clear dividing lines. No. Oh, this place is not
waiting
quite
for the
like
conversation.
that. It's as if it knows that true torment lies within. Memories you cannot defeat, cannot escape. This
You see the
is
mirror
her
coated
hell.
with darkness. That's great. Okay. Conversation over. Let's go. Didn't want to cut it by going into the boss fight. Ah, these are the runes. Will it show 2 of them red, 3 of them red because we didn't find them? Yeah. There one at the bottom that's red. Didn't we not find a last one? I'm pretty certain we found every one of them regarding Ragnarok. Problem is Senua was in the way. We're not here for Mother. It's also weird that the Mother is here because this is the wrong hell for her.
You see the darkness, faces fear and suffering.
Like, I thought Dillion was here because she was directly offered as a sacrifice to Hela, and that's why he went to the Norse hell and not the not ours, whatever our creed is.
I remember it clearly now.
She has nothing to fear anymore. The gods have saved your mother. Through my hand.
You killed her.
It is the will of the gods.
Fuck the gods! You did this to her! Why?
This is what happens when you listen to the voices of the underworld. They crawl into your soul and rot you from the inside. Defy the gods like your mother, and the darkness will come for you too. You understand, Senua?
I do understand. You cursed me with your own madness. I was just a child. You created this darkness! You created this darkness so you could hide behind it!
Only suffering brings salvation. It is the way of the gods.
It was all a lie.
Lie of Hela.
Lie. She didn't defy the gods. She defied you. And so you killed her.
You didn't pray to the gods. You prayed to your mother. Your mother, who was too weak to fight the darkness and abandoned you.
You tortured her. You killed her. You are the darkness.
Oh, I thought I had to move slow. Sorry. Didn't even try to press the left bumper there. We have to wait for a second until we can start. I hope that we don't get like little fights against normal guys before that, because I don't like that as a boss fight mechanic.
That still haunts you. It was the only way to fight the curse within you. The darkness is inside you and it will destroy you.
You're a liar!
No, Senua. The darkness is here. You cannot wish it away. And it will watch as you draw your last dying gasp.
I won't let you kill me. Careful.
Okay, I didn't see the third one.
You're surrounded, Senua.
I press buttons, man.
Behind you.
I tried to change lock on. To fight guys. He did spawn right inside of me. Just attack me, anyone. I was... No. Hey! I'm pressing buttons, game. Okay, at least our attacks get powered up, so we kill them pretty much easier. I was trying to turn around to see whether one is behind me. I pressed the button, but not in time. That one died. Trying to change the lock on in case someone is behind me. Ah! The camera got turned around by locking onto the next target while I was trying to do something else. This guy again. Wow, thank you for changing lock. A! I pressed A.
Watch out! Be careful, Senua.
I'm faster than him. But only if he doesn't change his attacks mid-combo. Anyone attack me? I want to attack the one with the shield. What the fuck? You have to pre-announce your attack normally. Anyone attack me? I'm not interested to see which one is attacking me. It's just anyone attack me. That should kill that one.
Behind you.
I press buttons. I tried to evade that, but I was locked in animation, I think, because I did the running attack. Was it a running attack, or did I try a parry attack? Don't even remember anymore. I think I'm supposed to use my powers here. I press buttons, game! A is supposed to dodge. Enemy waves instead of boss fight. I don't like this. I wanted boss fight. I pressed right bumper, by the way, and she dodged instead. I finally pressed the wrong button. I pressed right bumper, man. Girl, whatever.
I can see through your darkness.
Okay, it's safe.
You're a liar and a murderer. And if you really are Hela, then I have a sword here that can kill a god.
Okay.
Look at you. Running forward, moving backwards to wallow in your miserable past. You're making a mistake searching for Dillion. The same mistake.
Oh
that
god,
killed
we
him
get
in the
another
first
fighting
place.
thing here. We have 2 more fighting things, and then we go through that gate over there where there's the final boss fight. Wow. What a drag.
I'm trying to save you from yourself. You still believe it is a lie? The plague of darkness, the butchering of Dillion by the Norsemen. You saw it yourself.
You told everyone I was cursed. They believed you. I believed you.
Tell me, Senua, where is Dillion's soul if the darkness is a lie? How you saved him?
He's here. I know he's here.
He might not be here.
Dillion, I know you're here. Hold on. I'll find you.
Yes, of course. Fuck you. Wow. The thing that I can't evade. The thing that gets me stunned. Oh. He's changing between bosses, okay. This one was easy though, if I remember right.
Behind you.
I press buttons, man. I was locked into something else though. I pressed the button, but whatever. How many more of those? Hey! I pressed A to dodge you.
Watch out.
Fuck you, game. Oh, man.
Watch out.
Yeah, multiple boss fights in one. Yeah, of course.
Behind you.
I don't think I am allowed to lose here. Like game mechanic wise, I don't think they will let me lose here. Also, they take turns.
Careful, Senua.
Ah. I pressed buttons, which was dodge, but I was totally stuck inside an animation. And then it changed into the fast attacking one that I have to pre-anticipate attacking so I can block it.
Behind you.
I couldn't dodge because I was stuck inside the dodging animation. I think we killed one of them. Two of them.
Dillion!
Where's Hela?
Percy! You're trying to trick me again with your lies. I know he's here. You took him from me. You have him.
Dillion's gone. Dillion is dead. Let him go now. I'm warning you.
Or what? What can you do to me that you haven't already? Fight me! Come on!
Oh, we fight Hela now. Good.
You betrayed your own father. You betrayed the gods in search of Dillion, in search of love. Look where that's got you. Let go of your battle. Let go of redemption. Let go of Dillion.
Watch out.
Don't let your darkness hurt
Watch out.
anyone else.
What the?
Careful.
I got stunned by something. I have no idea what. Fuck you.
Watch out. Behind you.
Fuck you. I mean, I can take the audio cue to just block, although I don't see an attack. But I don't like that, like the watch out and then I just block, because it can also be
Careful.
one of the non-dodgeable attacks.
Behind you.
This one can be stunned. Fuck you. no idea what that all of a sudden was, because that guy was pretty far away when I started my take combo on that guy, and of course I get stunned again by nothing. Wow, he dissolved, but he should dissolve faster if he isn't there anymore.
Behind you. Be careful.
How I hate enemy hordes as a boss fight mechanic. I mean, it's not the boss fight mechanic, but it's so useless. Also, I get stunned every 2 seconds by some weird thunder, which is supposed to throw me off. But I'm already
Watch out.
having trouble with them suddenly being behind me instead of in front of me where they were before when I last looked. Hey!
You're killing yourself.
He did try to not let me stand up again. It does do that every now and then. Fuck you, game! Not when I'm Hey! That's not the one I'm locked onto. I dodged right!
Let go of Dillion. Let go of your battle. You're going to die. Watch out.
Fuck you. Ah, the stun in the wrong moment!
You're going to die.
What the... How did you miss that?
Behind you.
I pressed dodge!
Careful.
I'm stunned, like... Oh, no, but what's that?
Careful, Senua.
Suddenly something's blocking my camera and it's an enemy spawning. Fuck you, game. Don't bar. This is so annoying. The stun that completely interrupts whatever I'm just doing at the time. Fuck, where's that guy coming from?
Watch out. Behind you.
What? But that one didn't get an announcement for the attack. Normally you have to do the light thing so that I can see that I'm supposed to do it. I wasn't allowed to change lock on. I'm still not allowed to change lock on. I want to change lock on. To that guy! Wow! You stupid game mechanics! You're totally broken because you can't do a mod. Like, if there are 7 people in the room, I can't choose which one to lock on. So I want to lock off so that I can free camera so that I can see stuff. Where does the big guy come from? Or am I supposed to just dodge all the fucking spawning guys while attacking Hela instead? That's the other thing. Yeah, they're spawning way too many. I can't attack Hela though, because I'm not allowed to choose my camera! Why do you fucking have to do that to me, game?
Watch out.
Stop changing the lock on when I'm trying to do stuff, and stop bullshittingly at any moment in time just insta-stunning me without that thing. Why did I have to be stunned now? Fuck you. I'm pressing the dodge button. Why does this have to be a fucking mechanic? No, just stop attacking me.
Let go of your battle.
I will not.
Stop. You're killing yourself. Watch out.
I am trying to dodge, but it doesn't allow me to fucking dodge.
Behind you.
I am dodging into thin air. Thank you for that, game. And it's giving me more enemies.
Watch out.
Stop giving me more enemies, and that was a very long time without a stupid stun. I did... Also, I don't have my power anymore now. Because I used it twice. Fuck you. I saw him spawn right in front of my face. That's not the place to... Why is your fucking attack so slow?
Careful, Senua. You're surrounded. Be careful, Senua. I can't. I'm stuck between enemies. And I'm not allowed to fucking change lock on. Because if there are more than one enemy, if there's more than 2 enemies in the room, changing lock on is inconsistent, and there are 7 at all times. Behind you.
Yeah, of course. Behind me. And that was it. Achievement unlocked, the final battle. What? I'm supposed to lose. Bad ending. I think that's supposed to happen. I did defeat like 50 guys in that final horde fight. I hate it. It's not good. Not good game design, and it shows all the lags of the fighting system. Still great story and idea. Gameplay is just isn't good. By the way, Hela has the same character model as Senua. I just saw it in her face. The same character model. We'll get a close-up, won't we? Then you can also see.
If you're alive, and there's no darkness, then you never took him from me, did you?
Speak up, Senor. God damn it.
And I can't save Dillion.
Apparently the audio designers never tried to play the game and understand what the people say. They just wanted to make the 3D audio great, which they did. But you have to fucking compress your voice lines so that it's all in a like a 10 decibel range and not in a 40 decibel range. That's way too much range. A human ear can't perceive what they're saying half the time.
Is that what you want me to believe? After all you've done to me? And to him? You're not a lie, but you're a liar! You crawled into me to confuse me and deceive me. But I know he's here. I know you have him. I'll give you my life. That's what you want, isn't it? My soul. Take it. I'll be a slave for you. I'll fight with you at Ragnarok. If you release him.
And that's Senua's sacrifice. Just realized the game title. I'm not so certain anymore, but I think it's this. It's at least similar.
But if you won't, you will have to kill me. Because I've got nothing left. No fear. No hate. No quest. Nothing. And you will have no power over me.
I learned the hard way to not be afraid of death, Senua. Because a life without loss is one without love. You turn your back on death, and all you can see is the shadow that it casts. The longer you hide from it, the longer the shadow grows until all you can see is darkness. When our time comes, we must look death in the eye and embrace it as a friend. Only then can we let go of our fear. And emerge from our darkness.
Yeah, it's the same character model. That is Senua.
Never forget what it is like to see the world as a child, Senua. Every autumn leaf is like a work of art. every rolling cloud a moving picture. Every day, a new story. We too emerge from this magic, like a wave from the ocean, only to return to the sea. Do not mourn the waves, the leaves, and the clouds. Even in darkness, the wonder and the beauty of this world never leaves us. It is always there, waiting to be seen again.
Oh no. Oh. It's the rot. The darkness is back. The darkness is back. Wait. What is it? It feels... It's different. It feels... It's okay. Is it okay?
This is where my story once began.
It's different.
And so it has to end here,
It's changed.
because I cannot see further than this. Follow us. We have another story to tell.
That music isn't fitting at all. It might be that you will not hear the music in this one because I might have to make this copyright safe, so you don't even know what I'm speaking about, because that sounds like modern day music with vocals, and that will get blocked on YouTube almost certainly. So a few problems with the game. Like this episode, you didn't notice it, but most of the episodes, you will have noticed that sometimes the audio is completely unhearable. This episode, I'll do the voice the audio compression for them, because they clearly just forgot it. Because it's good to have some voices lower and some voices higher, and also it begins to crackle if you do too much compression, especially if you have some very loud voices which they have here with the darkness, which is very loud, and Senua and Dillion, which are very quiet. And I'll try to make them be closer to each other, but there might be a problem because voice compression has a limit. So you might still not hear everything. Like these are about 30 decibels apart from each other, which every 3 decibel is a doubling in volume. So that's 2 to the power of 10. So 1,000 is the factor of difference between the quietest and the loudest voice here. And that's just bonkers. Like, I know that when I speak and do my audio after, my voice range is about 25 decibel as well. Like, a big difference, but I'm always doing audio compression because otherwise you wouldn't hear it when I just turn slightly that way and don't speak into the mic, or have my hand here while I'm thinking and in between the mic and my face. It's just that's a problem. So then stuff would get quieter, you wouldn't hear it, and that's why I compress my audio to all be within 10 decibels, so you can clearly make it out what I'm saying, even if I'm mumbling like crazy. But they just didn't do the audio compression, and at points in time it's just too quiet. The problem is I can do audio compression for them because I don't have the separated tracks that they have. I have
like the sword clangs and the background, all of that. I have that all mixed in one channel. So if I do the compression, also the background noises and all the bullshit get amplified, because I can't correct for that, because their lowest volume voices are so low volume. So in my case, you don't get like my computer noise amplified, because that's below a threshold that I set, and even if I'm speaking quiet, I'm way louder than the noise of the computer, and it just cuts under a certain point. And so like you only get the compression of like the joystick stick clicks and stuff. Like you get those amplified, but not or keyboard sounds and stuff. Or if I bang my glass against the table while trying to set it down while still looking at the screen. So those stuff gets amplified, but most of the background noises you don't even get, even if there's like a washing machine running in the room next door. There's no problem with that. And they just, like, I can't do anything about that. I can't make their audio fit better. Also don't want to destroy like the audio distribution, because the 3D sound is really, really, really good. That's really good. I want to see that in more games, because that was really good. I loved the story, like the presentation of the story was nice, and the idea behind the game was really good, and the storytelling with Norse mythology also, like it's generally a story about coping with the loss of a loved one, which is a very difficult topic, which they tackled great. Like they really put their focus on like the things that are going through your head when you've lost a loved one, like the denial and anger are the two faces that we saw here. And of course she tried to what's the name? I can't even go back into the game, interestingly. Directly deleted my save file. Like you, how do you say that even? Like she wanted to discuss with Hela and get the soul of a loved one back. That's also one part of the standard stages of grief. And yeah, we went through the 5 stages of grief, I assume. I don't have every single one in the back of my head, but I assume we did. And they did a very good job at that. The other part of the game, like that's all good. Then we have the audio issues, which I discussed at full length through every episode of this, because it's really bugging me how you can screw that up so much that it's... I was sitting in the cutscenes and I was just watching the bottom of the screen to read the subtitles because I couldn't hear a word. It's just so bad. And then we have gameplay. Like core gameplay, like finding the runes with the puzzles. That was all nice. Then we have the other part of the gameplay, which is getting the runes for the story. That's also nice, like tucking them away in corners, hiding a bit, telling about Norse mythology. That's also great. And then we have the other part of the gameplay, which is in an action RPG-ish game. Like the controls are action RPG-ish. It's a bit of a focus point where which just has... Oh, sorry, my hand is disappearing. Which just has to work enough so that you can enjoy the game while still failing at tough challenges, but still proceeding through like at a regular pace that's not completely screwing you up. And they screwed that up. Like the combat works if you have 3 or 4 enemies and you can clearly distinguish if I now use my right stick to go from that enemy to that enemy to the right, or from that enemy to that enemy to the left. That's okay. That all works. Like, it's okay. I had my problems and they are completely on me, that I had to get rid of the burnt-in muscle memory of all the Souls-likes because this controller scheme was different, and I'll have to do that for the next game again because I'll screw that up a lot too. But in this one it was frustrating. One of the first messages that the game showed me, like the only real tutorial-y message that the game ever showed, is that there is a perma-death quote-unquote mode, so if you die too much you just lose the game, they said to me. And that created attention. The problem is that was a lie. That was a lie. This is a game that you're supposed to lose. And that's an interesting idea. It's really great. But like that heightened the frustration with the combat, where there was like screw-ups, like dropped inputs, like if I change lock on, I see a guy is attacking me from the right, I change lock on to the right and press right bumper. The problem is, had I just pressed right bumper, I would have blocked the attack of the enemy that I wasn't locked onto. But through changing lock on, I got like a stun. Stun is the wrong term for that, but there's like a pause where I'm not allowed to put in controls until the game has re-established the old mechanics working again, and then I just get hit. That's a problem. Then it had difficulty dodging in the direction that I pulled the left stick in, so if I wanted to go right, it sometimes went towards the enemy. So the charging guy charges at me, I'm pushing the stick all the way to the right, and double pressing A to roll to the right around him, like around and behind him, so that can then either run attack or directly attack him, depending on how far I'm away. But then she just dodges towards the enemy and gets run over. Then we have the thing, I'm getting stunned and knocked down. Then we have normally to press a button to get up, and I didn't find the button. I played this game for 12 episodes for like 10 hours roundabout, and I still don't know what the button for standing up is when I'm getting knocked down. I assume the button is 10 random button presses. They just count up and then you get up. So that you panic because I don't know how to stand up. I'm panicking, and then it works. The relief that comes from that's great on a like psychological scale. That's great. But it's frustrating when you don't know that what the game is trying to go for. What's completely on me is like the muscle memory screw-ups, pressing the wrong buttons because I'm getting scroll screens confused. Yes, they should have just gone with like the standard ARPG control scheme where you have your controller and then you're pressing left bumper to attack or parry, left bumper like left trigger, something like that. That's your shield side. That's also the side where you aim in a shooter and reload in a shooter. That's the side where all the passive defensive stuff happens. And then we have the right side of the controller where the attack happens, either here or on the face buttons. Yeah. Is that mirrored or not right now? It's not mirrored. Okay. Like you can attack with the face buttons, of course, that works in Sekiro too, but it's like that's like the convention of how it works. And here it's like right bumper to parry and left bumper to run, which is normally reserved to B or A, and both of them work. So that's a part of the muscle memory that I can instantly switch in between. Even if I play like 2 games, like 2 episodes of this, 2 episodes of that, and they have different control schemes, I can jump between pressing A and pressing B to run, that's no problem. But pressing left bumper is something that just screws with me. And they did that on purpose, but it was still problematic, yeah. Okay, that's said about that. Generally, I think it's a good game, and if they just polish the gameplay mechanics a bit, the second game that was just announced at E3 might be really good, something that I'm looking forward to, so I'm gonna definitely play that, because story, feeling, emotion, they got that. And if just the gameplay mechanics are a bit less wonky, you don't need to be able to like rush through the game. I'm a fan of difficult games, as you might notice when you visit my channel and see that I'm playing so much Souls-likes. I'm a fan of all those difficult games. But if they just polish it a bit so it feels more fair when you get defeated, that will help a lot. No, like it doesn't. It just needs this more feel of you died because you screwed up, and not you died because the game spawned an enemy out of thin air behind you who one-shot you with his axe that you didn't see coming. The people in my head always calling out like, watch behind you, even if the guy is directly in front of me but not the guy I'm locked onto. They're also saying behind you, so I'm not listening to the behind you thing, because it's more often not a thing than a thing, because I'm trying to dodge 20 times because I have no movement. Like the control of the movement and the camera and the fights is atrocious. I want to be able to control the camera and my positioning better, but I can just dodge, which is not much of movement. So I'm dodging like 8 times to get to the other side of the arena, or 20 times, just to control the enemy positioning. Or the other thing I have is left bumper, which starts a lunging attack towards an enemy, and when I reach the enemy I have then to press X for a light attack, which is the stab, Y for the overhead swing attack, and B for the shield break, which I only just realized in the last episode that I can running attack shield break the shield guys. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Whatever, this was a great game. Looking forward to the second part with hopefully better polished gameplay mechanics. Also, when they started the maze, they needed they didn't establish the thing coming after me that I need to run from the light. They didn't establish that it was that killed me. I just died 2 times without knowing why. And that was, I just thought the game just freaked out because it clipped me like, maybe it clipped me like slightly under the floorboards into a kill box or something like that. Games sometimes get weird like that, so that was a problem. Well, so I spoke a lot, but I wanted to say what tomorrow's game is. Going back to Souls-like now that it's always, I'm playing like 2 similar games back to back. Like when I played the puzzle platformers, I got a hunch for puzzle platformers and played a second one. Now I played an ARPG and I got a hunch for a second one, so it is another ARPG. I wasn't decided on which of 2 I wanted to do, but I just got my decision done today right in front of the episode and started downloading the game while I'm playing. So we'll be playing Neo 1 Complete Edition tomorrow. The other competitor was Nier Automata, and that's a game that I will play at some different time. But those are the 2 games we're playing now. Both of them are blind, so I haven't played them before. It's like the main thing that's bugging me with my channel, that the games that I probably would have enjoyed the most playing blind, which is the Souls-likes, I didn't play blind on my channel because I I watched Let's Plays or played them, like half of that, before I started my channel. So I didn't know much about them, and that's not good because I'm such a big fan of the series. So, but that will all go away with Elden Ring, which will come out January 22. So I know exactly when to cut every other game and just say it's Elden Ring time now. We'll see how I like that game. I heard about there being an open world and was immediately like, you know what the best part, one of the best parts about Dark Souls is? It's the freaking world design. There can't be an open world good game design like that. It just won't work. So we'll see. I mean, they have dungeons and stuff where they can do the nice stuff, but it will still feel a bit shallow, I think. Whatever. We're playing Neo next. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow with that.